What's up, everybody? Just wanted to record a quick video. You know, I do 60 seconds of Instagram videos, and the topic that I talk about, 60 seconds is like nothing. I subconsciously, it becomes like 59 seconds, and it seems like now in life, I talk in 60 seconds at a time to my wife, to anybody. I'll just go on a long rant, for 60 seconds about some deep topic, deep, deep stuff. And the victim, my wife or my dad or somebody that I happen to run across is trapped for 60 seconds. And how can you respond to that kind of, life questions that quickly? So what I'm going to do now is whenever I post a video up, see, that was a minute. That was 60 seconds right there. See how I ended that whole topic I talked about, what I talked about, all the way to like, the aftermath of when I talk to people like this. That took 60 seconds, that whole story. So, getting back on track, I just, every time I post a video up, I'm going to record another one that is about 10 minutes long based on that topic. And that'll get me and my stuff in order too. It's like a little vlog for me, because we are a reflection of our soul. So think about it like this. When you look in the mirror, that is a reflection looking back at you. The mirror doesn't produce its own light. It doesn't produce its own light. And we are, in a sense, essentially light. We are light beings. So that got me thinking about us, our physical, quote unquote physical selves. We'll just say physical, knowing that nothing's physical, everything is vibration, at a certain frequency. Like a rock or whatever, it doesn't matter. So, the light, the mirror does not reflect any light. So that reflection you're looking at is a reflection of the soul. But what is the soul? The soul, the mind is a reflection of the soul. And when you realize that, you start living in 3D. Because right now, a lot of people are living, they're not living in 3D. They're living in a linear. They're living linearly. See, when you don't know that your mind is a reflection of your soul, so the mind isn't getting its own energy, it's getting it from somewhere, and that mind sets limitations up. So when you know that it is your mind and your soul working together, like interlocked, like imagine like two spirals like that, those like in the medical symbol, the two snakes intertwined. One is your mind and one is your broken finger right here. One is your soul, your light, your nur, your spirit. It's intertwined and they're working together. Now you are living in awareness. Now the level of awareness, that's another story. But you are out of that linear time. So what is linear time? Now when you just live in the mind, when you think the mind is all, well, where does the mind, if you think the mind is like just, the mind is all, but there's another all. The mind is all. That all is your spirit. See? So the mind is the all, the reflection of the all. So you can put whatever you want, whatever thoughts of yourself, unlimited thoughts of your expression of your soul, of whatever you want to think, your life, in accordance to the natural laws and all that, I'm not saying, so when you see that, the time, if when you live only in the mind, you're living linear. It's all about time. Time. See, it's not mind body, it's time. But when you live with the soul also, then it's the why and time. See? Now you can have the linear time and a why you're doing the things you do for a goal, for a higher purpose. Then it becomes a different kind of life. Because when you're just living in one dimension, this time linearly, it's depressing. It's like you're a robot, you're a zombie, and people are depressed and they're just living. Okay, they gotta spend money, gotta work longer, and you gotta get extra jobs to pay these more expenses that you incur on your own because you gotta impress the in-laws, you gotta impress the parents, you gotta impress people, and you're like digging yourself in more of an energy hole. Your energy of yourself, of your soul, that you have unlimited energy from, is being diverted to all these other things you got to give energy to. And that's what I'm saying. The mind is all, and we are the all. You are the all. That's what, in the law of attraction, people think, okay, everything's from the mind. Okay, but what is that everything? What is that? That all is that consciousness, is the all. So yeah. See, that reflection part, just think about it. As a mirror, physical, mirror in the, this is the mirror, it's a reflection of light, of the body, of the mind, sorry. And the mind is a reflection of the soul. And we are trapped into thinking there is no, the soul, it's sinning, it's this, it's always put in guilt, it's always put in under some kind of like low bass feeling vibration, and everything is vibration, because then the soul has that feeling, and then it vibrates that low feeling into the mind, and the mind reflects that low state of being, of lack, and it repeats in reality, because reality is a reflection of your mind. And your mind is your soul, but the soul is limitless. So you can have the cake and eat it too. and everybody can have the cake and eat it too. And it's like, we've been lied to by the way but we've been lied to by how this knowledge, this esoteric, deep, occulted knowledge, has been overimposed by different cultures that dominated other cultures, and they dominated this culture, and they dominated like the culture that had this knowledge of how to be the person that writes your own story, how not to be manipulated, how to understand energy, how to understand how to bring about things on the manifest plane, how to understand this whole reality and not be in this feeling of how we're trapped and hopeless, and but it's like there's no, the bridge between religion and like life and spirituality, it's like it's been like sabotaged, and these tools of knowledge of reality, of the laws of Mayat, ancient laws, ancient knowledge, ancient wisdoms, are the tools to build that bridge to enlightenment. And it's time to share this with everybody. This is the great work. You make yourself the greatest person you can, in your own vision, and you dream big, and you just plant that seed